Hello everyone, this is Angelo from POC Hack. It's been a while since my last post. Yeah, the reason, mainly the reason is because just I, there was nothing interesting worth posting it, but now I found something interesting which is related to Kubernetes, which is like a hot topic at the moment. So yeah, today I'm gonna be demonstrating how to execute commands against the Kubelet API. By default, that up to version 1.9, that is by default, you can do whatever you want without any keys, passwords, like users, nothing. You can just query the API and that's that. Um, Unless this is admin, he changed to instead accept all the of anonymous connections. If he changed to something else, then okay, that's fixed. But like from what I've seen, most people don't know that this is allowed by default. So the only thing you're gonna need is a Kubelet API port exposed to the internet. So maybe you think, oh, that's never gonna happen. So yes, it does happen quite a lot actually. So yeah, let's get started. So in order to execute commands and do something useful, but just by the way, this is my evil host pods that I created. So on a real case scenario, this is where the hacker would launch his attack. And I also have this pod that I created, which is the pod that we'll be hacking into. Okay. So yeah, so let's just execute two commands here first. So you need two things in order to run the curl to execute commands. On this one, this IP address here is the IP address of the master IP. Okay, this is the IP of the master, and this is the port of the Kubelet API. And this command here will just dump the all the pods IDs, which we're gonna need in a moment, and this will dump the pod names, which we're also gonna need in a moment. So this is what we are going to run. Again, this is the master IP, Kubelet API IP port, and this is the format to run stuff. This is default. This is the namespace. You can also get more information about well, everything about it if you need. You just do that. You can get pretty much a lot. There is lots of other endpoints that you can query as well, like etcd for instance. Anyway, so this you might, if it's like, for instance, if the pod is not running on the default namespace, you may need to look into this to find where your pod is running the namespace. But anyway, so yeah, this is the default here. Might change on a real case scenario because people don't usually have the pods running on default namespace. So with this square here, you can get the namespace of the pod. On my case, is running on default, and this is the pod ID, and this is the pod name. And yeah, this is how you execute a command. So yeah, just basically doing ls -la on slash. As you can see, there is nothing here. Like I'm gonna create like a file now to demonstrate. Oh, by the way, just to make sure I'm not bullshitting you guys, this is the pod. Okay, see the same thing. So now let's create a file. ls, it's there. Again, if I go inside the pod, it's there. Okay. Now you can do like pretty much anything, whatever. From inside these pods, you can do, well, I don't have it installed here, but like using the default service accounts, if it's configured badly, you can then launch pods, containers, whatever you want from this host here, but I'm not gonna show that today. I'll be doing like a series of posts on Kubernetes, so yeah, let's leave that for another post. All right, so for instance, let's say that I'm doing here an ls, but on a real case scenario, you don't have access to this pod like a shell that I have here. So to do that, let's connect on a virtual. So you need one host here, my evil host, waiting the connection on that port, and then you need to just execute the remote shell. In this case, that's this one. Okay. So the moment, if you see here, nothing is happening here. Okay. But when I do this, now I am root on that pod. See the file, hello, it's there. And I am on the pod. That's it, guys. Yeah, I have created like an exploit just for fun to test, because I'm going to be demonstrating other stuff that you can do with Kubernetes. So yeah, like for instance, like this one will list the pods, list the names, or execute commands. Command equals ls. Still working on this. It's pretty much beta version. Again, if I just cancel this, then I execute remote shell. Again, id, I'm on it. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching.